Hey Leo, we are going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys. Leo. All right, Leo. Ooh, wow, that's pretty cool. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, geez. The Wheel of Fortune just came out for you guys. So well, that's reversed. Okay. So that's cool. I like that. Wheel of Fortune, Leo. That's actually really weird because it did kind of spin out like reversed here. I was obviously saying like, oh, hi Leo, or whatever the hell I said in the beginning, like, hi Leo, welcome to your read, whatever I said. In my brain I heard oil, but that's like opposite of Leo. Well, yeah, I mean it's not, but you know what I'm saying, it kind of is. So I don't know, I'm not sure what the heck is up with that, but okay, let's see what's going on here. Leo. All right. Temperance card. All right, maybe you're one, Jesus, and then the Death card just came out. Okay, we like the number 31, I feel. Two of Pentacles. Maybe you're like, I don't know if I like that number. So all right, let's see. Your cards are incredibly jumpy, Leo. So let's see what's going on here, okay? Five of Wands. All right. You might have expected one thing here, and you might be being presented with something different. I don't know. I cannot get a read on if you're feeling, how you're feeling about this. So let's see what's going on. Wow. Okay, so you're starting off with the same exact card, Four of Pentacles, the same exact card as Aries started with. Okay, so you guys have the Knight of Cups here, and this is showing up for your goal. All right, I think there's something here that you are wanting. Maybe you're wanting to let somebody down in like an easy type of way. You know what I'm saying? There might be something here where you're like, or you're hinting at something, okay? That also might be something that's going on here, okay? What I'll also say is there is this idea of being like, it's all, interesting. It's almost like, I wonder what this is going to be like, okay? But I feel like you already know whatever this is going to be like. I feel like you already kind of know that. I think that you're like, yeah, well, now I need to like start making moves in that way, or I need to start like acting, you know, maybe even telling somebody about how you're feeling, okay? That could be it too. It's kind of just like voicing your opinion, or, you know, whatever the heck it is, okay? Something like that. Like, this is how I feel, or, you know, I need to kind of express myself in this way, you know, that kind of stuff. So, all right. And it's interesting because you have this Four of Pentacles at the bottom. So I wonder if this is like, you know what though, like I've been holding on to this for way too friggin' long, and like, you know, that's what it is. So, all right, for the possible issue, you guys have the Seven of Wands here. I think there's maybe something in the terms of like boundaries, or there's something that you're like, okay, you know, like maybe someone's like, that's your side and this is my side, and like we cannot like intermingle, or we can't, I don't know, cross paths or something like that, okay? That could possibly be it. And I also wonder if there's something that you're like, I do not know if this is ready yet, like it is, or if you're ready yet, really, like am I ready to do whatever this thing is, okay? That kind of stuff. I even wonder if you're feeling a level of like, I'm gonna have to like defend myself or something about that. You know what's really interesting, Leo? I've had this song, I'm not going to remember who sings it or what it's called, but they say security over and over and over and over again, okay? So I don't know. I am understanding something about that. So there might be something in the terms of like, maybe there's a feeling of like being a little bit insecure, like, am I ready? Am I not? Or am I going to have to like defend myself after this thing? That kind of stuff, okay? That might be part of something here. All right. There might be somebody who's maybe highly defensive, okay? That kind of stuff. I kind of feel like that's probably true, okay? I don't even know if this is your energy here, Leo. This might be somebody else that you're dealing with that is maybe just like on guard for something, you know, that kind of stuff. So, all right. Okay. So you guys have the Page of Pentacles, and this is showing up for your opportunity. So I feel like there is something about communication, okay? Offering some type of message, or maybe offering a message. I feel like this is more like I don't know that this is really like a message. I feel like this is like a physical, like I am literally giving you this thing, okay? That kind of stuff. Or this is maybe somebody else who's giving you something here, okay? That type of that type of thing. You also, maybe your opportunity is to possibly, I feel like there's the potential of growth here. So I feel like this Page of Pentacles, I understand this is the Page of Pentacles. I'm seeing this as something much more than that, okay? So I do think that there is something where maybe that's what it is maybe having to put up boundaries with something or whatever it is, so that you're not maybe tempted to go towards something that maybe has not fully progressed yet, or like it might be wiser to leave something kind of where it is for right now, okay? So let's see. I'm also getting something about clearing up confusion, or I don't even know if it's confusion. It's like getting everybody on the same page with something, you know, that kind of thing. So, all right, let's see, Leo. Leo. What's this? The reverse Three of Wands just came out. Okay, so maybe this is like a delay of some sort. Okay, that kind of stuff. There certainly could be, all right? Maybe there's a delay, or there's something that you were like, okay, yes, we're going to expand in this way, or we're going to kind of like go off in that way, but there might be something that's blocking that, okay? I do understand that, a certain block of some sort, okay, that kind of stuff. But for whatever reason, I feel like this is going to turn into a manifestation for you. All of your cards are popping out reversed, and there's no reversals in this deck. 10 of Wands reversed, okay? So it's like there is an element of like letting go of something, whether it's burdens, whether it's other people's responsibilities, whether it's something that you have been growing for an incredibly long time, and now it's time to kind of release that, okay? That kind of stuff. So, all right, let's see. Maybe there's a question about timing here, okay? Or needing to maybe meeting in the middle with something, okay? You know what I'm saying? There might be something about that, like a compromise of some sort. So, all right, let's see what's up, Leo. There is definitely an energy in your energy, or surrounding your energy, of somebody who is like incredibly defensive, okay? And it almost is like they're like there's I don't know, I'm like, is this insecurity? I don't know, I'm not sure, but there is the element of like, that's mine, you know, that kind of stuff. So all right, let's see. 35 and 35 might be numbers that you're like thinking about, or I don't know, or 88. 10 of Swords. I think so. I think 88. All right. And that might be a surprise for somebody. Okay. Whoa. All right. Okay, so with the Knight of Cups here, you guys have the Six of Pentacles. Again, this is showing up for what you're wanting. I think this is you guys wanting to share maybe an experience with somebody, okay, that kind of stuff. And I also think that there is, again, something that it's like, you know, I do think that there's something that you're wanting to share with somebody, or there's a certain feeling that you're wanting to like explain or convey in some sense, okay? I think you're just like, I want it to be received well, or you're like, I do not want to emotionally open up to the wrong person, the wrong thing at the wrong time, whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff, okay? There might really be an element of like timing going on here. So, all right, you guys have the Temperance card. This is showing up as what to do. Okay, so let's see. I feel like there is something where maybe somebody is wanting to meet in the middle of something here, and I feel like, I don't know that you're really, I don't think that you're wanting to do that. I think it's more so the energy of you either combining different elements together, okay? That kind of stuff. Is that true? I don't know. I'm not sure. There's something about like, intertwining two different things, but the whole thing of it's like, it's because it's making something stronger, or it is making the timing of something almost in like divine timing. It's like, and now it's the right time to do it, okay? That kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. You know what I'm understanding is like so pretend it's like almost someone's like birthday, okay? That kind of stuff. And they're like trying to picture like what they're getting for their birthday, that kind of situation. That's almost what I'm understanding, is that you are like, okay, well, you know, what does this entail, or what am I getting myself into, or something about that. It's like, what's going to happen if I do this? I do understand that, okay? Something like that. So, all right, you guys have the Magician card, and this is showing up for what to avoid here. I would use your time really wisely. You know, I really would. I wouldn't like, you know, cutting out anything that's like maybe like super like time wasty or, you know, whatever the heck it is. I'm not saying like, you know, we all sit on our phone and like scroll or do things like that. Okay. Like we're all human. We're allowed to like decompress, all that kind of stuff. But there might be something where it's like, yeah, but that like, you know, you're missing, I don't know, missing something, or that it's like, yeah, but that's not the best use of your time or whatever it is. Okay. That kind of stuff. There might even be a particular, I want to say tool in particular. Okay. The magician's got like all these tools, knows how to use them all. You know, there might be something there where it's like a certain avoidance of a particular thing here. Okay. That kind of stuff. I don't know how old you guys are. I'm kind of old, but back in the day when I was a kid, there was like a commercial on it. I think it was definitely a McDonald's commercial, and it was like, "Do you believe in magic?" So I'm getting that off of this. It's showing up as what to avoid. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, I like believing in magic. I don't know, so I'm not sure, but you know. And then it's like, that's a jingle. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's something in that way that it's like, I don't know. I'm also getting like, avoid being like kind of shocked about something, because it's almost like you already intuitively know how something is going to go, or you know what choice you have to make or something like that. Okay, so all right, let's see. You guys have the 7 of Wands. I don't know, Temperance card and Magician. I kind of love that. Also, I used to have those little matchboxes up there, but I don't know. Oh, look, I'll show you. I made an art project. This is it. So isn't that interesting? It's like twins. So, all right, so let's see. Sorry, that was weirdly perfect. I had to bring that up. Okay, so anyway, so the 7, maybe you guys like FM radios. All right, so you guys have you guys have the 7 of Wands and you have it with the Hermit card, okay? And this is showing up as the possible issue. So, I think that you're going against your inner guidance at some point, okay? Or there's maybe or there's an outside source here that's maybe making you question what it is that you're like, okay, well, I feel like we're supposed to be doing this, or I've been defending this particular thing. For some of you guys, maybe you're defending a secret, okay? That kind of stuff, okay? Or there is something where you're having maybe a hard time finding space just by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Being like, I need like a boundary in the terms of privacy, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay, that might be showing up as an issue as well. All right, and if that's the case, this Magician card as what to avoid is definitely being highlighted, because that could be somebody who's like a freaking trickster in your energy. Okay, that kind of stuff. You're showing up as the Knight of Cups, so your heart's probably open, that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, there are people in this world who love to like kind of prey on people who have like good intentions and that kind of stuff. Okay, like kind of like, you know, manipulative energy, that type of stuff. So that might be something where it's like kind of avoid doing that. Okay, all right. I also think that you are convinced about something that you have learned maybe by yourself, or you're convinced about, I don't know, something here, and there might be somebody else who's not convinced about that. Okay, all right, so I don't know. There could be something in that. All right. You guys have the 5 of Cups, and this is showing up as what to do about this. I feel like this is having something to look forward to, actually. Okay, I think there is something about having something to look forward to, and maybe even being like, you know what, you know, we have to defend this particular thing, that kind of stuff. But it's almost like enjoying what has already happened, or what you've already kind of experienced, instead of being like, well, this thing isn't coming in, because I don't know if it is or it's not. You know what I'm saying? I feel that you know that answer. Okay, that's what I feel, that you know that answer more than I do. I think it's maybe this is like, okay, if there's a disappointment, be prepared for that, but don't expect that that's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. It feels, what do they call that? cautiously optimistic, okay? That kind of stuff. That might be something here. So you guys have the Knight of Wands. This is showing up as what to avoid. I wouldn't get bullied into anything. I wouldn't get like, you know, overly persuaded by something, that kind of stuff, okay? I also wouldn't rush through anything, all right? Again, I feel like timing is very much like important here, or there's something that it's like, if it reaches a certain level of something, it starts degrading in some sense, okay? Whatever this is, okay? I mean, that you're gonna have to apply that to whatever the heck it is that you're kind of thinking about, all right? Okay, but I do think that this is like, you know, don't rush something, but I also think that there's something about like not like continuously looking in the past for something, okay? Because if there is something that there's like a regret or whatever the heck it is, a missed opportunity, something about that, okay? In the past, it's like revisiting that all the time. There's something about that, okay? And it could be for the time being. It could be the element of like during this time, okay? Temperance card, whatever you want to say, like during this like period of like, okay, that was the right timing. Like this is the right time. There, you know what I'm saying? It could be something like that. I don't think that this is like across everything, do this. I think it's like maybe even like kind of assimilating to your environment, whatever the heck it is. Okay, that kind of stuff. Reading the room, all that type of stuff. So, all right. Okay, so you guys have the Page of Pentacles, and then you have it with the Two of Wands here. This is showing up as your opportunity. I think that this is a great opportunity. I think that this is having something here and being like, now I can kind of like, this is like where I can like jump off of this thing, or I can kind of like, God, like move forward in one particular way with something here, okay? I do like this opportunity. I think you're going to have to be very sure of your decision with something, or it's taking a seed of an idea. Maybe somebody planted an idea in your head or whatever the heck it is, or you got something and you're like, I can see the potential in this, you know, that kind of stuff. There might be something about your opportunity is to, sorry, God, sorry, the allergies are freaking wild. Give me a second. I feel like there's like pollen in my freaking throat. Just dropped water all over my mouth. I'm gonna edit this part out because I look like a fucking disaster. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see how lazy I am. Okay, so anyway, so let's get back to your reading. Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Again, intuitively, I feel like this is a positive opportunity, okay? I do. I feel like maybe it is going to take some time, okay? Or this has something to do with planning something first, okay? Being like, well, now I expect this thing, or I'm planning this thing, that kind of stuff, okay? But I do think that you have a particular choice with something that maybe somebody is giving you, okay? I don't know. All right. Sorry. It is like, if you walk outside, there's like friggin' pollen on everything, dude. It's wild. Okay, so let's see. You guys have the Six of Wands, and this is showing up as what to do. So, all right, I feel like there is something about letting yourself be seen, okay? That kind of stuff. Maybe even being like, you know what? Maybe this is even like, I'm going to let myself be seen, even if there's somebody who's not super thrilled for whatever it is that you're doing, okay? That kind of stuff, all right? I think there's also something that it's like accepting the spotlight, accepting attention, that kind of stuff, okay? Absolutely. And also, you know, you have this like Five of Cups here is what to do for part of like the issue here. Again, I feel like this is like thinking of winning, but it's like also maybe having like a backup plan, or being like, but if I don't, you know, or if I'm not successful in whatever the heck this thing is, it's like, it's okay. We can plan for the next one or something like that. Okay. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. All right. So let's see. You guys have the Chariot card. This is showing up as what to avoid here. I do think that there's like a energy of needing to make a concrete choice or picking sides on something. Okay. That kind of stuff. All right. I'm definitely feeling that energy. I don't think that this is, there's something here where it's like, you know, avoid giving the control to somebody else, okay? Avoid giving the control to somebody else, because I think what's going to go on here is you're going to be really, I don't know if you're going to be surprised, but by you being in the spotlight, that is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That there's something that is like, no, that's what we're doing. Okay. So it's like not giving the control to somebody else here, that kind of stuff. Okay. And there, again, it's like needing to kind of like choose a particular, I don't know if it's a side of something, but it's at least being like, okay, like what's the speed we're going at here? And it's like, it's almost like do not set it to cruise control, because then you're going to get distracted, or you're going to be like, oh, I don't need to pay attention to this. And it's like, no, you do, whatever this is, you know? So, all right. Okay. I hope that reading made sense. And was helpful, all that kind of stuff, Leo. If not, you could check your other placements. Otherwise, I will see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.